monomials and monomials, no addition or subtraction. So now we're working with a polynomial divided by a monomial. When you have a monomial term that you are dividing by, this monomial term goes with each term in the polynomial. So this 4x goes with 12x squared, this 4x goes with 16x, and this 4x goes with 24. So it goes with all of them. It just doesn't go with one of the 3 or 2 or how many there ever are in the polynomial. Okay? So technically, you could rewrite this to look like this. You wouldn't have to simplify it, but you could. So I'm going to leave that up to you as we go through these, whether you want to do this step or not, knowing that that's what it means. Okay, so that 4x goes with each of those terms. Once you split it up, to simplify this, you simplify each of the 3 fractions, like you just did on your assessment. You're not going to see any negative exponents though. Okay, it's actually simpler. So my final answer, why it might look a little weird, I should have left more space there. 12 over 4 is 3. X squared over x leaves me x to the first power in the numerator. Minus 16 over 4 is 4. X over x would cancel. Minus 24 over 4 is 6. X in the denominator has nothing to be simplified with, so it stays in the denominator. That's my final answer. So it looks a little weird, but if I have 3 terms in my polynomial, I should have 3 terms in my final answer. So really it doesn't make me any difference if you write this step or not. I would guess that most of you probably won't do that, but certainly you can. So let's just do the next one without doing it, just to show you that you can do it. So my 14x squared y over 4x squared y squared. So 14 over 4 would reduce to 7 over 2. Doesn't divide completely. My x squareds would cancel each other out. And my y over y squared would leave me y to the understood 1 in the denominator. And then I move to the next one, the 12x to the third y squared divided. 12 over 4, or minus 12 over 4, is minus 3. X to the third over x squared, subtract my powers, 3 minus 2, leaves me x to the 1 in my numerator, and my y squareds would cancel. So certainly, as you can see, you can do that without writing it split up. If you feel better splitting it up to simplify, then do that, but you don't have to. And my last example, because yes, it doesn't get any harder than this for this goal. Negative 24 over negative 8 is positive 3. X to the third over x to the 1, subtract those and I get x squared. In my next one, positive 8 over negative 8 is minus 1. X over x would cancel, y to the third over y to the third would cancel. And then on to the next one, positive 32 over negative 8 is negative 4. 4 minus 1 is an understood 3, not an understood 3. When you subtract, you get 3, sorry. And then on my y's, 3 minus 2 leaves me y to the 1 in the denominator for my answer. So again, remember, if there are 3 terms in the polynomial, there should be 3 terms in the